Hello everyone and welcome yet again to another Galactic War cast. We have a 1v1 Aeon against Seraphim on 10 km map called Wild FAF. Both of the players Legate and so are rank, second rank. So we're gonna see only tier 1 reinforcements if we're gonna see them. Aeon player starting with Air Factory and going for first bomber. One pigeon air factory exactly as it's supposed to be, and also with the bomber very important to send a scout so you actually see your targets and you can find easily more targets and see what's going on generally. Also spot some anti-air from your opponent and try to dodge with the bomber and go to hunt something else. So air factory, a bit more pigeons, and 2 land factories, and the beacon to call in the reinforcements, which are definitely gonna be useful, especially with starting with the first bomber to get some land units cheaply from the reinforcements. And on the other side, Seraphim player going for a bit more normal build order. 2 land factories, no air factory planned yet, and we have 2 scouts, some raiding party with tanks. No AA planned. Engineers slowly expanding, going for the reclaim to boost the economy, and a lot of plans to get this hydro. So let's see what the bomber can do, if he can catch the engineers. Scout going just exactly where he wanted just before the bomber to not alert your opponent too early. Fortunately, did not find any engineer here, so needs to fly over the base. Let's see. Okay, nice dodge. Oh, yes, nice. So first bomber didn't kill anything. Bit of a hover bombing, and just dropping 1 bomb on a max. But what you really want to kill is the engineers. Another successful dodge, so the bomber hasn't managed to get anything yet. We have a already ready in action, but no scout, so it's gonna be harder to catch the bomber, especially since the AA has much larger range than the visual range. Okay, so far all engineers survived. The bomber is gonna go somewhere else since no, the AA is somewhere over here trying to catch this engineer. But there's another AA coming and there is a scout, so let's see how this is gonna go. This time the bomber did not have the advantage of the scout, so had to wait a little for the radar. Another bomb missed, and there's the AA, so the bomber needs to run. And reinforcements are being dropped in for Aurora's 2 scouts. And reinforcements on the other side for a Seraphim player as well. And the bomber did manage to get a single engineer and survive just with 10 HP. Now it's gonna fly over the base and just going generally for pigeons. So maybe he'll try to kill a couple of those pigeons. 3 of them are damaged. Yeah, he's going for that. Second bomb and just needs 1 more bomb to kill them. But quick reaction from our Seraphim player trying to repair all of them so they can survive an extra bomb. The bomber did not manage to get another bomb, and now it's finally dead with only 1 engineer kit, but it did manage to be annoying enough. And with the drop of the reinforcement, he's actually not that behind with land units yet. So the units from the reinforcements moving left. There is a bit of a couple of units coming this direction as well. Scout, which will probably be able to kill this engineer with a decent DPS. Yeah, that was too late for the engineer to try to reclaim it. More reinforcements are being dropped in, extra for Auroras and 2 scouts. Transport with engineers dropping on the plateaus, good play to get it, especially if you can get radars, some AA, maybe a PD, and then secure them, which can give you a huge advantage having radar on every of the plateau, giving nice coverage. Definitely something you want to do. Now first interceptors from our Seraphim player. Decent amount of scouts going all over the map, so the Seraphim player will know about the unit movement. He knows this part is quite secure. Did manage to see this party, and unfortunately for our end player didn't manage to save this engineer, so no expansion for him in this area. And on the other side, the scout is actually killing the mechs, so there's a decent reaction. The engineer actually might survive, just need to move in a little bit closer and reclaim, but Seraphim is the first one to react and is gonna kill the engineer. An aggressive drop with 3 engineers his base, but there is a counter drop with more engineers and tanks as well, so let's see who's gonna survive that. The tanks will be probably able to kill. Actually, just single tank is being dropped with the engineer. The PD is not gonna be up in time. First engineer reclaim, another one dead. Okay, so it's gonna be an easy victory for the tank and the engineer from our Seraphim player. And now he can just capture the radar and the AA and claim this for himself. And as I said, radars coming up on the plateaus. Looks like not enough energy to actually power them. No, there is enough energy, just to get disabled. Yeah, just disabled for whatever reason. The A is being killed. The radar will soon follow. And a bit of a counter drop, it was over here, but unsuccessful. This engineer did manage to get rid of the Seraphim engineer and recapture the mechs, and also a few engineers on this plateau. So both of the players going for the aggressive drops on the plateaus, and if you manage to get established on one of these plateaus, it might get really annoying, since if you look at the terrain, it's quite high, and thanks to some engine limitations and ballistics calculation and whatnot, it's much easier for the units that are on top of the plateau to shoot down than from the units that are under the plateau to shoot up, like mobile missile launchers, T3 artillery, T1 artillery can definitely not shoot up. So if you do manage to get set up, you can be really annoying, and you are in a direct reach of the main base. 2 bombers are dispatched to deal with these engineers. One is already down, and this AA is not gonna be up in time. And so far it doesn't look like yeah, there is a drop, but this is a full combat drop. T1 tanks and artillery, which is gonna go somewhere for the base. One tank that did manage to sneak in the back, killing 1 mech, might move to the back to get the hydro and mechs and the engineer as well. It's where you would want to hide. Looks like this engineer still securing this mechs and might get the scout securing the mechs and might actually kill another engineer, which is already moved there. The middle plateau looks like it's gonna be just contested. No one really established there. A couple of the tanks killing these expanded mexes. On the bottom right, it's gonna be a successful raid. This expansion is gonna die. There is nothing to defend it right now. Maybe another drop would be nice to move in the units closer. And meanwhile, the drop is successful all the way to the back, which will be able to kill the hydro easily and be really annoying. Well, depends. Maybe a couple of bombers can deal with that. We'll see, like, if the bombers are dispatched for this issue or will be dealt with just tanks. Maybe a bit of a patrol or some move around, just to not be stationary. Bombers did not manage to kill anything or drop a bomb on the first pass with the attack move, which does sometimes happen. Second pass a bit more successful. Yeah, so it looks like they will be dealt with eventually, but might actually get another kill of the engineer and a mechs. Aeon commanders trying to secure the left expansion, hunting a couple of tanks, and Seraphim commander on the other side as well. So decently even. Now a drop of tanks on this plateau, and this max is actually being upgraded in Strydxr, so a bit of mass loss. It might have been a misclick, it was paused, and there isn't not even these maxes, which are much more secure, are upgraded yet. The one in the base is going for T2 right now. A bit of an air battle, which is gonna go in favor for the Aeon player easily. ACU does manage to catch a couple of these units. Yeah, there is a T2 tank, so that will be easy to secure. This couple of engineers might die here, but nothing too major. There is a factory to rebuild them, so that's not an issue. The ACU will be able to deal with any units coming this way for now. And decent radar coverage, as I mentioned, having this plateau and radar there, really useful. More reinforcements are being dropped in, a couple of more T1 tanks, no T2 reinforcement yet for these players. They need a couple more wins to rank up to high ranks. T2 land factory, Yosha was getting ready, a flag, and T2 power going up. ACU just farming those kills easily. See, we have a overcharge ready. Overcharge is not ready yet. Would be time to start thinking about getting at least one energy storage and having overcharge ready just in case a couple of tanks show up, and also with the T2 tanks, which might be soon on the field. And again, looks like a couple of inties for the Southern player will be lost. Not the best micro that tried to put them on a maybe attack or patrol or something, tried to just deal with the bombers, but the Empire did manage to use that to the advantage, sneaking to the back and kill them. So we'll be able to kill this expansion with the bombers, deal with the PD, then move in the tanks. You can see this micro just moving the tanks, giving a move order to the back, and then continue with the attack move, because he knew he will be able to deal with the PD in time with the bombers. On the other side, nice raid. Tanks killing this expansion. Still pretty even. This plateau has been lost to the Aurora drop, and more engineers coming in trying to secure it. Now T2 units are gonna be dropped. These interceptors are late to get this transport. You definitely don't want to lose this plateau when right next to your base. But M4 engineers will be enough to decent amount of build power, and especially the interceptors guarding them. So we'll see how that goes. The drop to the T2 units going for this plateau. Maybe again, like dropping something in the back would be an option, but it's gotta be careful because he doesn't have enough air. 2 air factory is building interceptors and a couple of scouts. See a decent mix at 3 inties and a scout, and this factory is on 5 inties and a scout. Always want to have enough scouts, decent ratio, and as soon couple of few minutes, just take the scouts you have, send them around the map to see what new has happened on the map. T2 land factory is being upgraded to T3. See, and that's not much power. Actually it is just enough to go for the upgrade. Decent amount of T1 P-gens, but in a long term there is a missed T2 P-gen probably missing, especially going for the right now going still for the T2, but once you start pumping up some harbingers, you definitely want that T2 P-gen to be sure you can power their shield. So these units from the drop earlier did manage to secure this position for now. engineers are moving in slowly to capture it, but another force of Auroras moving in as well. The two Ushivas might be enough to deal with all these T1 units. And this factory being upgraded to T2 and a lot more defenses, a lot more AA coming up. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. With a couple of missile launchers, this is gonna be a really annoying position, and even if it's not successful in assaulting everything, the radar is really nice to see in which direction the units are flowing. Meanwhile, the Seraphim player did manage to get a hold on of the mid plateau, decent amount of reclaim, some rocks to get, of maxes as well. And now T2 units are pushing into the base. There might be this pigeon might be in danger, maybe. Actually no, it's gonna be fine. Enough the Oshivas to defend this push. Will be able to deal with that easily. One TMD is up, and mobile missile launcher and T. Yeah, she did manage to hit something. But I think it's gonna have issues. It's like it's really an awkward position. I think some of the shots might not hit some of the missiles. Well, looks fine for now. Okay, maybe they were improved, because this always used to be an issue. That's a pretty sharp burn, so definitely some improved numbers. I approve. Yeah, because they should be able to shoot up. Okay, Harbinger is on the field, but these units did manage to sneak past it, and no reaction really yet. Okay, then there's no power, so they're not even seen on the radar. Yeah, it looks like that is the missing P2P gen that I was talking about. It's a lot of units, and there isn't really much in the base. Like if all these units decided to move in the base, they could have dealt some serious damage on the engineers, and just killing a couple of the P-gens would be really annoying, especially since there isn't enough power. Another drop with T2 units going forward. This expansion looks like a single wall was maybe left on purpose to look like PD, or maybe there used to be PD. I don't know, I haven't noticed. And now the units are moving, but it is too late. They are already two Harbingers ready to W3. Actually, T2 P-gen is up, so now we're gonna see more T3 units. And on this side, the ACU is trying to shoot up, and it should be successful killing the units. A couple of overcharges will deal with the shield. Okay, the shield is gonna die. Yeah, the shield is down, but there is a limit to what the ACU can shoot, since missile launchers have a decent range. Actually, I'll take it back. They can still be annoying. 1, 2, 3 maxes. 3 maxes are in danger, and with the T3 factory there's an option for this forward base to be upgraded to T3 as well, and T3 RT will definitely have enough range to shoot everything in the base. And as you can see already, MMLs being an issue, not enough TMD to stop it. The engineer is trying to build more, but doesn't really have an option, and T3 RT is here ready for the Seraphim player, is trying to shoot up. So this is definitely something the Seraphim player wants to get rid of. It's too close to knowing. But meanwhile, still decent raiding on the map. The middle is being friendly, lost to the end player, but looks like most of the mass was reclaimed, all the rocks and everything. So it's just gonna clean up the T1 maxes. And more raiding, the Oshawa just denying these maxes. Harbinger going solo for this expansion might be able to kill it. And more raiding on the other side as well. A nice T2 radar on this plateau will provide really nice radar coverage. Okay, what else do we have? Just some artillery, some mobile AA. Looks like is the RT gonna be dropped? Yeah, that is RT, P3 RT drop. That is forward base. So this factory is gonna go for shields. Looks like a couple of the artillery shells from the Seraphim player did manage to connect and we start killing some units. But you know, with this T2 shield, the Seraphim has always an option to build a P3 shield, which is much harder to get through. So artillery being dropped. We have 3 artillery units shooting to the top, and looks like it's not gonna be enough shields for now. Also, this T1 artillery is trying to get close enough to be shooting. ACU successfully defending these units. The Harbinger actually dying probably did not have either enough micro or radar to spot those Yoshua. This Harbinger is also gonna die. There is a D3 tank to defend it, two D3 tanks actually. Yeah, the mobile missile launchers are slowly dying. Looks like there is enough artillery. A couple of BMPs got hit, probably by this artillery, I would guess. The advantage of the Aeon artillery, at least I think it's still the same. It can move and shoot at the same time while the others have to deploy. Harbinger is out over here, but ACU will be able to give them three of them. It's not enough to kill the ACU. Also T3 tank being dropped as a support, so they are gonna retreat a bit for now. More drops coming in. It's T1 RT. Oh, the usual managed to sneak in, but the Harbingers will be able to deal with that. T2 might not gonna be such a loss. The T2 power would suck a little bit more blues. Yeah, but looks like it's enough energy. Yeah, overcharge is coming from the ACU, successfully defending this side, and there's also enough units, so this push is not really possible, and looks like this plateau is finally dying. Oh, yeah, T1 RT actually did manage to sneak all the way up here to start dealing some serious damage as well. So finally our Seraphim player does manage to deal with this annoying plateau. Yeah, really nice radar coverage, and combined with the T2 radar, the player knows exactly what's going on the map. Maybe like a couple of blind spots around this corner of the map, which could be with some drop. Actually, another usual that managed to sneak past, killing a couple of mexes and trying to run away, and killing more engineers, so being really annoying. See, yeah, he's going all the way over here, and the Harbinger is trying to catch up now. Yeah, we'll be able to deal with that. But decent raiding going on from the Seraphim player. More Harbingers are being dropped around the map. See, this one is going actually all the way to the back of the Seraphim base, and I don't see any radars anymore. Looks like one of the main radars that was in the base did manage to die thanks to those artillery shots, and hasn't been rebuilt yet. This is just some leftover radar from the scouts, but not even T1 radars on the map, so that's definitely something Seraphim player wants to fix as soon as possible. So a huge chance for this drop to be successful and managing to drop all the way to the back and do some damage. Mechs in danger of losing the power storages and 2 air factories, but there are many more air factories in the main base as well. TD flag killing a couple of leftover bombers. The 3 tank being dropped here to defend this position. Now this Intis just missed this transport, so will survive. Actually, carrying T3 tanks will be a nice kill, but unfortunately, and Frank has been dropped. So this battle is being taken back by the Seraphim player, and a decent amount of units here, 5 T3 tanks with the shield, which should be able to deal with 6 Harbingers. Aim them. There's actually a leftover blaze as well, and Harbinger not deciding to go for this. Going straight for the main base, which might do some damage, but hard to say how much. Looks like it's gonna go just for the maxes. Okay, this one did die. But the T3 tank is being dropped here, which will probably be able to deal with the Harbinger. So one max died, will the other one die as well? And yeah, just so 2 maxes down for 1 Harbinger, leaving around some reclaim as well. Oh, with the leftover air. So a couple of kills, a couple of intis lost to this. Decent amount of mass laying around this area. Starting to be a pretty significant T3 land force in the middle. And with this many interceptors, what would be really nice to just get a couple of transports and just drop the units down, do a super quick drop, and if you kill the power, it would be basically game over really fast. And it would be possible to do. There is no flag, just a couple of intis, but much superior air force from the Seraphim player. Still using his ACU to defend this side, overcharging any Harbingers to try to move in. Engineers, looks like, are dispatched to reclaim the wrecks right away. And this expansion is also being taken. On the economy, it looks like the aim player does have a little bit more income right now. See, is there any stall? There is no stall, so a bit more economy. The map is kind of even. This expansion does belong to the aim player, I think, for a decent amount of time, but okay, more engineers being dropped around here to get some reclaim. Some of the Harbingers was dealt with. Pretty decent T3 push going here. Might actually be able to kill this factory, which is producing a lot of T3 units. Looks like it was spotted just now. Yeah, but well, it was on the radar the whole time, so he knows it was an issue with dropping ACU. No, ACU is not gonna risk it. That's it's enough Harbingers to focus fire ACU. So actually the transports are moving back, so this factory will be lost. The interceptors are moving in, not sure why, trying to kill this single transport. They're all gonna die. And on the other side, pretty decent push with these units. See, they have but they don't have a radar. That's an issue. You can see the main weapon not shooting because it doesn't see the Harbingers. So these 2 Harbingers are managing to deal a lot of damage, and yeah, this is gonna be enough to stop this push, especially with no radar. They can just stay on the range. So this is gonna be a pretty juicy reclaim field left over here. And not sure if I approve of this attack, because the numbers are pretty similar, but it is just so close to the main base that can easily build more more reinforcements and actually reclaim it, so I think it's time to run away and try some different approach. Maybe trying to kill this expansion and taking a bit more map would be the play, or as I mentioned earlier, with so many interceptors, if you just drop a couple of the tanks in here and snipe the power, or even just build a couple of bombers, maybe going T2R with the T2 bombers and killing the power, that's always a nice thing to do. No shields to protect the power, so they would die pretty fast. I think it's two to three bombers per P-gen would do the job. More scouting going on. For now, just Harbingers and more power, and now finally at least one shield is queued up. The 3 maxes and the 3 maxes in plans. Definitely plans for the 3 maxes. Oh, this one hasn't been rebuilt yet, but mass stops are already going around. Probably just some misclick. This looks like a loss for the Empire. The shield's really strong, helping protect the units. So nice mass field ready for the Seraphim player to be taken. This engineer is a really nice reaction to just get the reclaim as soon as possible. And it's powering up the 3 maxes for free. So it's like still pretty evenly split map control. The ACU again is being used to protect this side of the base. Actually, T3 P-gen is ready. T2 RHQ with some T2 bombers. Are we gonna see any T3 air or T2 air here? No T2 air yet. A lot of interceptors are moving in right now, showing the dominance. T3 P-gen is going up in, I would say, kind of dangerous position, really in front. Might be even actually in range from a T3 tanks if they are here on the ledge. These units are slowly moving in, starting to look like a pretty decent and dangerous push, especially if you take this approach slowly, but you definitely need radar. There's still no radar. It's there, just T1 radars. Yes, it would be nice to upgrade this radar to T2, same as like this Aeon radar, which has been here for a really long time already. And with so much air control, there's no excuse to not send a T1 bomber to kill it. Another T3 max going up, but trying to. It's like a decent amount of units. Might be around the same numbers. Now the T2 bombers. Not sure if it will start getting anything specific. More drops coming in here to build this expansion. And for now, just T3 units. The air is going to T3. So the P-gen would be better to have next to the air factory rather than in front, but can't do anything in every game. It's like there isn't. Yeah, there is adjacency, I just didn't see it. Yeah, so good placement for potentially going for T3 air on the Seraphim side. T2 bombers, the radar has finally died. T3 air being slowly built, and nice use of drops actually from both players throughout the whole game, just dropping engineers and units all over the map, or engineers being dropped on the plateau to retake the max with some radar. Hopefully these engineers also going for retaking the maxes and just reclaiming. These units managed to sneak past. Will kill 1 or 2 maxes. Harbingers are coming in to defend. But looks like the map control is being slowly taken over by the Seraphim player, despite the fact that he had a bit less economy throughout the game. These units are dealt with. They did manage to give skill a couple of mechs on the way. One tank left behind the corner and be annoying if not dealt with. And now we're gonna see some ASFs, T3 scouts. It's gonna take quite few ASFs to deal with all these interceptors unless the interceptors are mismanaged and do fly over some flag, which there is enough flag this force, but right now all these harbingers are gonna move in basically one by one. Okay, and that's they get caught in just in time to not move in and be completely destroyed by the Seraphim tanks. And the Seraphim player doing the good decision to not just move into the base, since the numbers were pretty even, would be just leaving more reclaim behind, most likely really close to the base. Nice T3 tank being dropped over here, which will be able to deal with the speedy and the radar. It'll be annoying. T3 RT being dropped, so now we're gonna see some counterplay from the Seraphim player. Would be really nice to have a shield here as well, just to protect these units, since there isn't much to defend. You can see only a single artillery, and now this is the issue I was talking about, all these pigeons being so much in the front. Like this would be, I would say, a better position to have your pigeons, a bit more safer. Also, the engineer is dying. I think the power should be the main target. Losing the power will really hurt, and it should be in range. This might be really bad for the Aeon player. Needs something really fast. Like restore will be up, so that will be able to deal with some of the, or with both of the artilleries. So far, just mostly build power kill with some T1 pigeons, which is definitely annoying, but nothing too life-threatening. One of the pigeons might go down. It does not. Probably last shots from this artillery. A last shot was fired. Mechs died. A couple of storages. So really annoying to kill the build power, but it can be rebuilt. This player lost the T3 pigeon before the one in the back was built. Be much more annoying, and also this pigeon, which was unprotected. Now Harbingers are pushing in the base. I'm sure by proof there will be enough units to defend. Really nice use of the T2 transport before the drop. And now with the shields, probably will be able to dealing with this push, as this is not enough Harbingers. So most likely just a mass donation. All these units will die. Actually, time that we might start to see some experimentals soon. Another drop in the back of the base. There are just one Harbinger, two here and one in the base, so probably will be able to defend it. Again, just being really annoying and trying to do some damage. And now, actually, the Seraphim player did manage to catch up on the economy, probably doing also a lot of reclaiming. Actually, it's already 200 is the income. 6 T3 MXs against just 2. So basically the whole game was slightly behind on economy, but doing really great job with all the reclaiming raiding. So now he is ahead with a decent amount of units ready, and a little bit more established with the drops, and still having enough air to move around the unit on the transport as it pleases. But still, from the Aeon player, decent raiding going on, it's trying to deny any expansion that it can. But probably missing some build power right now. There is a decent amount of deep factories which have build power on their own, but not much from the engineers were rebuilt. Probably will be missing a lot of mass, just 85 income. There's T1 max upgraded. Some reclaim is left around the base, which can be grabbed. Also could potentially use the Harbinger reclaim ability to get some things that are killed right away for some really quick boost. This units definitely need to run. So now we're gonna see restorers, but they may actually die. This is still a lot of interceptors and even a couple of people. Oh, actually, the Aeon player decided to leave, which might be a good choice since it's slowly was getting into territory where one big push or snipe with the T3 units, T3 air would be an option. So deciding not to risk it and fleeing from the battlefield. So really nice game, well played for both of them, and I guess more for the Seraphim player that managed to get the victory in the end. So I hope you enjoyed this cast. There's definitely gonna be more coming from me in the future. If you wanna join Galactic War and help with the testing, as usual, link in the description with all the instructions that you need to join. So see you there or in another cast. Bye.